Hi, I'm Grey Tiger, and welcome to episode 23 of my Thorek Ironbrow playthrough. Now, in the previous episode, we took Carrick Cadrin from the Skaven, which gives us a nice launching off point here for the northern World's Edge Mountains. So we could hopefully take 2, maybe 3 Skaven settlements in this episode. So Thorek is currently resting. Not that he needs to recuperate, really. So Thorek will be able to move off now this turn. Just before the end of the last episode, during the end turn, the Skaven army appeared out of nowhere, probably from the Red-Eyed Mountain, to be honest, but appeared out of nowhere and took Khazid, which we'd taken previously. So I think we might send Thorek through the mountains north to Carrick Raziak, and then the Red-Eyed Mountain, and then deal with that army. I don't see the point in trying to come around. And Wallendorf, I'll probably get that after I've dealt with this section here. So we'll immediately jump off and move to a different stance and head straight for Carrick Raziak. Now I think that Carrick Cadrin should be able to select the right thing here. There we go. Carrick Cadrin should be able to defend itself. If we look at the... Okay, at the moment the garrison isn't that great, but we should have that built up pretty quickly. So Thorek can move north. Now we do have another army heading northward. Well, let's just quickly check what's happening in Khemri. Everything's fine. So it was Crag's sitting there waiting for the Dark Elves to make a move. As is Grunny. We've got Mundry, who's just taken Carrick Lag for us. I don't think we actually need him around now, so we can probably boot him. So let's kick him, which certainly helps with our funds, because he was there just to take these settlements that we couldn't take with our main army, because we didn't want to stuff up the troops and have to wait ages with casualty replenishment. Okay, so we looked at Thorek. Let's jump back to Thorek again. So Crag, Grunny, Stromny is heading north through the mountain chain. So Stromny might actually get there very soon. Actually, this is a slow part of the mountain, so he might take him a little while. And then we've got we've got Fimbur, who's exploring up here. That's right, we found this settlement. Now, is this Skaven?
It is time.
No, it's not. Okay, it's just ruins. Alright, let's see. They match. They match. So that's the odd one. Sorry. Yeah, that is the odd one out. So that gives us a potion of healing. Nice. And that gives him an upgrade. What do we want to give him? Let's give him some Cleanse Corruption. Alright, so who is after Fimbur? So Thorek, we've been through. I'm pretty sure there's one more army we got. There we go, Yadri. So we've got Yadri in the southern World's Edge Mountains, and he's just protecting this area in case Clan Eshin show up again. They've been annoying, and I do not want them taking 8 Peaks or Carrick Azul, especially now that we're about to upgrade Carrick Azul. Can we get 8 Peaks to level 4 yet? No, we can't. So we've got 8 Peaks, Carrick Azul, and Carrick Asgal, which are all going to be very important to us when we can get our Stonemason enclaves up to level 4, which will give us some nice bonuses. So we will receive 12 weapon damage for all stonemasons from Carrick Azul. From 8 Peaks we will receive 10% physical resistance, and from Asgal we will receive charge bonus 20%. And then of course we recently took Carrick Cadrin, which has its own bonus for the stonemasons. I'm starting to build that there. We can't see there. The stonemasons here will receive +9 bonus versus large. So it starts to really improve the stonemasons as you get more and more of these settlements. Alright, unassigned skill point. Who is this? This is for Harok, Stout Peak. I'm not even sure who he's with. Oh, he's with the Cracks army. Okay. Let's give him requisition. No, he's with Grunny's army, rather. Alright, Lord not moved. And that's Yadri, because he's going to be going into 8 Peaks.
I'm leaving.
And we can then let's just jump up north, because I want to see what happens here. Where's that Skaven army go? Do they go south or do they go north? Hopefully they go north to the Red-Eyed Mountain, and then we can take care of them very soon. Alright, well they did disappear somewhere. Not quite sure where that is. Hopefully they're not going after the Silver Pinnacle. That would be annoying. Although the Silver Pinnacle is building defences, so we might be able to handle anything that does attack there. Kislev is still kicking. The Bretonnians seem to be alive as well. Light of Primeval Glory. Another technology researched. Excellent. Okay. Let's maybe take this settlement on the way to Red-Eye Mountain. Don't expect this to be a difficult one to take.
Avenge the ancestors!
Nope. Barely scratched our troops. So let's occupy it.
Look here then.
And we will be fully healed by the end of the turn. Raziak. Not really much to do there. I'll keep that public order building, I think. Let's see. I want to go down south. So move Stromney up. Continue to move him north. Alright, so we've got our army in 8 Peaks. Don't know if I want to move them to Iron Rock. I don't think we need to. Let's just give a quick check. Is there anybody threatening us down here? Oh, excuse me, that's just my phone. Ah, we can upgrade Karak Sabah. Finally, it's been a long while between drinks there. Matarachnos. Don't know what we might want to do here. Let's see, we could go for some engineers. Got maximum defenses. Yeah, the engineers maybe when we've got more cash, because they aren't cheap. Maharak. Yeah, we got a whole lot of places that need some additional love with their buildings, and we just gotta be careful who we spend that cash on, as we don't have that much at the moment. Alright, hero not moved. Okay, so Fimbur discovered that that is indeed just an empty settlement.
Beards in belts.
Let's keep going north. Let's give hands hard to hit. Alright, so it's back with Thorek.
Right.
Fimbur, Bron, Crag is sitting out there. Grunny by there. Stromney has moved and Yadri won't. Okay. So we're still not quite certain where the army went. I'm thinking they went north. Thinking they're up there. I guess we'll soon find out if they attack the Silver Pinnacle. But Stromney's not too far away now. I think he's just maybe 2, possibly 3 turns away from being close to Khazid. Hopefully the von Carsteins remain, even though they don't like me, remain neutral, because opening up another front in the Badlands there would well, certainly prove inconvenient, because they do have a lot of settlements down there. I don't want to deal with them quite yet. Alright, Crag, let's upgrade his engineer. Let's get the Zufpa 42 pandas, I think. Alright, let's move. Ah, is that the army? No, that's Deathmaster Stikich coming out again. Alright, I can't reach in this turn, but I Might be able to lay a trap. So let's see if we can get an ambush on Snickich. Right, so Thorek has had his move. Yadri is not going to be moving. He's staying where he is. Don't see anything in the mountains at the moment. Fimbur, he can keep moving north.
Forward!
We'll see what's happening at the settlements by here. Bron, yeah, we just continue to defend our outpost in the deserts. Okay, 2 armies in the Darklands can stay put. So Stromny, he can continue to move north. So he's actually making good progress.
I'm going.
He's already at Nashrek's lair. And yeah, he should be able to attack Khazid in the next 2 turns. Karak Kadrin, we can build another level of the Guild Hall of the Stonemasons. And what can we build at the Silver Pinnacle? The next level of defences for them. 7 grand, that's quite a lot. What's the garrison like? I think we can hold off. I think we can hold off on that. Let's just grab some water. Deathmaster Schnick changed stance to encamp. So he decided to encamp right next to me. Okay, I'm assuming he didn't notice that I was there, because that's very foolish of him. Because I'm going to go right for him. Thorek is going to deal him a whooping. I mean, if Yadri could destroy his army, then I think Thorek can. As his army is more powerful than Yadri's. Now the ambush was foiled, okay. We'll come back to Thorek last.
Iron weld.
In the meantime, let's see if we move. And let's continue using the underway. They don't have any armies over there threatening. Nope. Alright.
I'm leaving.
So we can attack that in the next turn. So we now have 2 armies in the north, which is fantastic. And how are we down here? Well, good, Karakazul. We can upgrade. So we will get our weapon damage. We can also upgrade that too, but maybe not yet. So what can we go for? So the Ironbrow's weapon shops. So we'll get additional runesmiths. Additional recruit ranks for runesmiths. Upkeep minus 10% for runesmiths. That's fantastic. Weapon strength plus 5% for dwarf units with hand weapons. Armor plus 10 for dwarf shield units. Oh, I like that. I think I'll get that one. I want to get that one. Okay. Might hold off there though. So that's nice that Karakazul is upgraded to level 4. So Yadri is going to be staying put. So Thorek is the next one that we want to worry about moving, and he's going to be engaging with Schnickich, who's going to run for it. Yeah, he's going to run. He's not going to make it back to the Red Eye Mountain. He's got caught out in the cold. Close victory. Oh, let's go for that lightning strike, and now it's a decisive victory. A decisive victory where we lost just 10 men. Let's go for the treasury. And once again, Schnickich has been banished back to the hovel he came from. And Thorek can continue on. Oh, and he can get a decisive victory against their garrison too. Against Stretch and their garrison. Yep, why not? We did take some casualties there, but we can heal back in a few turns. So nothing to concern ourselves with overly. So let's occupy
Claim it for the throne!
Now, I don't think that there is a Stonemasons Enclave in the Red Eye Mountain, if I remember correctly. But we did get an artifact piece.
The beard
That's
rings
nice.
of Grimnir will finally
Let's have a
be
look.
reunited.
Don't think that we can... Oh no, there is. I made the mod and I've forgotten what other things are. Okay, so what can we get here? Melee defense +6. All armies. Yes, please. Oh, and this is already at tier 4. And we have a slot available too. What more could I ask for? What have we got here? 2,000 per turn income. Wow. Which will jump to 3,400 a turn. Okay. That's an important settlement to keep hold of. Don't want to let that one go. With that sort of income, that's going to be bringing me. How long? Thorek. Okay, so miners might take a little while, but most of the troops are going to be back up to full strength very quickly. We have an upgrade. Deadly Blade. Okay, so that's Thorek. That's his turn. Yadri's going to be staying put. Fimbur has to continue moving north here. So let's have a look at the settlement here. So that's another Dark Elf settlement. Oh, we've got a commandment for this region. We can go public order. Tax rate, growth, or construction. Let's go to public order. And let's end the turn. Alright, so having Karak Kadrin and the Red Eye Mountain has really boosted our economy. And it's really going to help boost our stonemasons with those settlements. We have got more Skaven coming in from the west through the Empire. More Clan Eshin. We'll have to have a look at the diplomacy tab and see how many settlements they actually have remaining now. Because we have made a dent in their empire.
What brings
The
you to
Skaven
my
would even
mighty
call what they
forge?
have an empire. Military alliance. And who are you at war with? Sartosa and the Dark Elves. Yeah, no thank you. Not ready to... Excuse me, not ready to go to war with the Dark Elves. Yep. Red Eye Mountain. Okay. And Karakadrin. What can we build here? Yep, let's go for that second tier of defences now for them. Excuse me. And let's get Stromley to attack Khazid. And that should be a pushover for him. Yep, it's a doddle for him. So that gives us another settlement here in the northern World's Edge Mountains. Do we want to build up Khazid? Yeah, we probably do want to build it up. Get the defences, at least. Get a wall. Alright, what can we give him? Let's go for the Mason. And his engineer can have... ballistics calibration? Yeah, why not? Okay, that's Stromley and Thorek both having had their turn. Hang on. Thorek. Oh, no, Thorek can go again. But we still need him to recuperate with those miners. Alright. Maybe it's time for Yadri to go out on patrol.
Casting
We'll
the
just
runes.
patrol up north a little, see if we can see any Skaven who might actually be in Barag Dower's bag. So we might need to take that settlement. We've got Fimbur all the way up north. And I think we'll give Fimbur and Fimbur is going to have a new name. So it's not Stoneheart any longer. But it's... we'll call him... let's call him Fimbur Longlegs, in honor of the amount of travelling he's actually done.
Rune of swift
'Cause he
stride.
could be the most well-travelled dwarf we have. So Bron, back over to Crack. Why are they hanging out by my port? I don't really know. Let's see, what can we do down here? We don't have much budget, so maybe we won't do much.
I
And we've got Thorek Ironbrow. Might just actually get him to just have a quick look over this side of the mountains.
Armed and
Just a
ready.
quick sweep to see if we got any Skaven roaming around. But I think that is all the movement we'll be doing.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Don't think I need that growth building, to be honest. But we'll leave it there for the moment. Alright, so we got this Skaven army coming in.
No, need my warp tokens.
So it's got Gorich, and its Toxide is back. Okay. So the fact he's come from there means they might have settlements out in the Empire. I think there were a few. Yeah, there are a few regions which look empty, which might belong to them. Alright, now let's see if we can lay a trap for them at the pass by the Red Eye Mountain. Oh, which we're going to change the name of. Now, what was the traditional name of the Red Eye Mountain? It was Karak what? I can't recall.
What brings you to my mighty forge?
What brings me to the mighty... Oh, what? Yeah. Defensive Alliance, no. Begone, Bretonia, begone! It is not your time yet. Angry Gods. Alright, looking at the Red Eye Mountain. Goldsmiths, Coconut, much other guilds, they are certainly the wealthiest. I want to know what is the name. It's Karak something. Damn, that's going to annoy me for a while now. Alright, let's go for Guildhall. Actually, Chapter of Delving. It doesn't help me. Unless it's on the description. The greatest dwarf holds are the most legendary mighty strongholds. Okay. To be a member of the Chapter of Delving is an honour to any stonemason of Karak Ungor. There we go. I thought I'd have it in the description. Karak Ungor. So let's rename this now to its rightful name. Karak Ungor. As we've reclaimed it from the green skins. Well, we reclaimed it from the Skaven who'd taken it from the green skins. Now, I'm not sure what the name of Khazid Irkulaz should be. And the Silver Pinnacle has the name too, but I can't remember what it is at the top of my tongue. Why can I not remember these names? I should be able to. Alright, so Khazid, where do we want to send him? Maybe he can go back south. Double back, just make sure we don't see any Skaven.
What?
And Thorek is going to come out and try to lay a trap. So if we can get to about here. Will that be far enough away?
All ways are best. Quietly does it.
Okay, excellent. So they've both moved. Don't think we're moving anybody here. Well, we don't. We do have an army on patrol. So let's have a look. Should we go north to Barag? Yeah, let's go north here. Check this out. See who owns it. So we got Clan Angrund fighting back the vampires, which is fantastic. If our allies hold this region, then less worries. Alright, Lord not moved.
What?
Yep, okay, you're going to be looking up here, I think. Just want to get some vision on what's happening here. Hero not moved. That'll be Mr. Longlegs. Let's get him to walk around here.
Nothing to do here. Let's go.
Alright, so it looks like the Norskins do have some settlements remaining. Let's go further south. Maybe that's a bit too far south. Here we go. We want to see what happens around here. So, do the Skaven have Kislev? Possibly, by the looks of it. Oh, Dark Elves attacking the Empire there. But not taking the settlement. Here they come. So Toxide fell for the trap, and it's a decisive victory yet again. We did lose a few troops.
I want gold, not prisoner.
None that we need to overly worry about. So we can move on to Fort Yakova on this turn, I believe. And that will give us yet another Skaven settlement. So I thought that maybe we'd take 3. It looks like we'll take a few more than that. Oh, that's right. I need to remember to look at the diplomacy to see how many settlements they actually have. Welcome migration. But we lose public order. For 5 turns. Yeah, we'll take migration. Okay, let's have a look. So, diplomacy. Let's load down to the Skaven. So, Clan Angren only have 13 settlements. It seems like they have more than that. My god, 64 for Nagarond and 63 for the Cult of Pleasure. They must dominate the entire western region of the map. Kislev has 4, interestingly enough. The Bone Clubbers tribe have 10 settlements. 10 settlements for one of the rogue armies. That's just unheard of. Top Knots are roaming as a horde. Clan Sky have 19. Clan Eshin have 8. Alright. Clan Sky have 19. Reichland have 16. Hang on, let's just order this by who's got the most. So Nagarond, Cult of Pleasure, and Von Karstein's top 3. How many settlements do I have? Do I get shown in this? No, I don't. If I get to see the number of settlements I've got in here, I think. Provinces owned. Settlements owned is 42. So we do have a fair number of settlements. Okay, Carrick Ungor there. Carrick, no, we've got a Skaven army coming towards Carrick. Good job, we have an army that's heading in that direction, who can help bolster our defences there. So the Skaven have got a few armies pottering about there now. And that's alright, we'll wipe them out.
Moving out.
Alright, Fort Yakova. Yes, it's another Clan Eshin settlement.
Fight for
Correction,
your own.
it was a Clan Eshin settlement.
Takes it in. Eshin, come soon.
That takes them down to 7. Alright, so we'll probably get Thorek to move north to... Hang on, what do they produce? Iron. That seems... Doesn't that seem kind of pointless? That, you know, you can build up to 4, but it's only a tier 3 settlement? I mean, that doesn't make sense. What's the max we can get to there? 345 a turn. Maybe I'll just go for the defences for the moment.
Master Rune
Let's see,
Lord.
got an upgrade. Yep, Deadly Blade. Let's see, so those are fairly secure. Yadri. Okay, I guess we're not going to be checking that settlement out. Somebody else has it. Alright, well Yadri's done his scouting north. Let's scout back down to the south.
Heading out.
I want to make sure that no Skaven sneak through. It'd just be really annoying if they were to.
Yes.
And let's get you to
I'm going.
scout around down here. Mr. Ironballs. And then let's go to the very north and look for our wandering dwarf
The runes are
who is
ready.
journeying the entire world. Alright, somebody's got some unassigned skill points. Let's go Purebeard. Give him some untainted there. That will be beneficial. And Gilbert Knucklebreaker. Could give him an armored boar. Let's give him some defense. Some more defense. Okay. So we've got Admiral Leech Granite Stance. Interesting name there. Just sitting there. Undoubtedly waiting for something to happen. I'm not sure what that might be. He's waiting for the inevitable attack by myself. "30 minutes in." Okay.
I don't have time for words.
Oh, the Bowmen of Orion.
Dowie
It's been a
need
long
me.
time since we've heard from them. They've ended the trade agreement. Suspicious. Who's the public order imminent? That's in where? North Darklands. So that's here at the Silver Pinnacle. Yeah, okay. Not much I can do about that. We've got pretty good defenses there. It wouldn't be easy for a rebel army to take that. Instead, a master engineer around here wouldn't hurt. Although you can't go in there without a lord. But we do have enough to recruit a lord, so let's get ourselves a lord. Disciplined. Yep. Recruit him.
Summon me if you dare, for the wisdom of Valea.
And we can actually get another army up and running here. So let's go for some quarrelers from here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll get some stonemasons as well. Okay. And we'll also get ourselves hero, so we can get a Thane. So we can get a master engineer. So what do we have? We've got construction costs reduced. It's kind of handy, but new ship, melee attack. Let's go for the construction costs.
Aye, lad, what
And
can
he
I
can join
do?
the army next turn. Now, can we get a
It is time.
runesmith as well? Thanes are full. We can't recruit runesmiths from here. Okay, well, that's fair enough. So
What needs
let's
to be
give
done?
him his skill points. Increase mobility, and we'll do that twice. And then we got one left, and we'll go for requisition. So Aldous Morgrimmel will be joining the army of
Aye,
Thorek Ironbrow. Oh, is he related?
time for a reckoning.
Is he related to our main lord, I wonder? Rat Marcher and Purebeard would be a decent start. Okay. Let's have a look. Who else do we have around? So we've got Stromney. Stromney, let's move him into Carrick Cadrin for the moment,
Aye.
just to make sure that that's well
Aye,
defended.
and your buns bright.
And I think next turn we'll move him up here. Yeah, so the Skaven are going back with Thorek the Unclean and
Waste of time.
Cypress Slick. Alright, I think instead of moving north, let's get Thorek
Bring the
come
rock.
south. Like so.
Tried and tested.
Try and come down around these guys. Because who else they got down there? There's a few of them.
Aye up.
So Stromney will be ready to move on the next turn.
Done ready.
The peak pass. We can upgrade to the top level. It's going to cost us 6,000. But I do believe it's worth it. It's going to make our stonemasons cheaper. How much are our stonemasons per turn at the
Yes.
moment? 281. So it could get even lower.
What do you want?
Okay, Lord not moved. So who do we have sitting around? We have Yadri. He's out on his scouting expedition. And then we've got another Lord not moved, which is again another Lord out on a scouting expedition. And we're looking like we don't have anything to worry about.
The forge fire's glowing.
Alright, hero, where are you? I can't quite see where the edge is. I think it's here.
Got men.
That's another Norskin camp. So we'll come back through here and see if there's any Skaven settlements. I think there's a settlement here. We'll see if the Skaven have that. No, they don't have. No, they don't have Hell Pit. That was taken by the Dark Elves. So they might have the Griffin Wood and these ones through here. They've probably got these things that used to belong to the Empire. And the Empire is, Jesus, looking like it's on its last knees. The vampires are really going to town on them. Now, imminent rebellion, which is not a big concern with that army mustering there. What do we want? Let's go Pure Beard for Crag. But even though we're not too worried about the rebellion, I would like to see what does spawn there. I'd also like to see what these Clan Eshin armies do, because there are a few of them. They're not going into that good night quietly. Clan Eshin. Alright, they're attacking Karak Raziak. Cannot stop them. But if they occupy it, then they're dead meat next turn. Because is Thorek in range? No, not next turn. The turn after. Thorek can take them out the turn after. Not too worried about them taking Raziak, so we'll take that back. As long as they don't take Karak Kadrin and Karak Ungor, which are the main holds in the area. Forbid him taking the oath. Settlement looted. Settlement lost. Raiding. Imminent rebellion in the Ash River. Oh, really? Right. I don't have anything down here to help. That's the problem. Where's our closest army? Yeah, over there. Alright. Okay, that definitely could prove a problem. Not quite sure how powerful the force here is. Yeah, they're not going to hold out long against a major attack. I think it's going to be too expensive to have the army up and running. We've got two armies here in the Badlands.
Armed and ready.
Neither of which can get there anywhere near quickly enough.
On my
And
way.
they're both there to keep an eye on the Dark Elves. We might be delving into our resources and getting another army there. Let's see. Yep, because yeah, he's a long, long way away.
Getting out of here.
Okay, we'll worry about that in a minute. There should have been a rebel army here. Yep, there they are.
The axe thirsts for war.
So let's see. Maybe instead of recruiting stonemasons, let's not do so. It's going to help. And I think that we don't need all of these crawlers after all. I think we can get by
Ready to do the guild's bidding.
with
An artillery train to speed us up.
the garrison and the extra troops from that lord.
Onward.
So we're going to need to spend on a garrison down here. Sorry, on a lord down here, I think. 3/6 per turn. So let's see how much it's going to cost us. So your total army upkeep is estimated increased by 2398. So let's see, recruit. So 3-6 a turn,
Let us begin.
1-8 a turn.
Beards in belts.
And let's recruit some. Okay, we don't have access to them. Let's see, Rangers 241, 197 per turn. Crawlers are 204 per turn. So the Rangers are actually cheaper. Range 160, missile strength 28. Range 160, 28. Well, it's not really much difference. Let's get those 3. Okay,
Let us
and let's
begin.
get you up to the next tier. Alright, now what do we have left? We've got a Lord not moved. So this is Thorek. So, Thorek, where can he go? Yep, if Thorek takes care of them, then that leaves
Lord of Clan Morgan.
Stromley able to head out here. So they've got a, I think that's Skaven. So let's go after that.
Aye, I suppose so.
So, where can they get to? They can get to about here. That's pretty cool.
Rinricky.
So 2 turns and we'll be on that. Kadrin should be pretty safe with the garrison it's got. I think the same is true for Carrick Ungor. Actually, they could do with upgrades the settlements. Let's get rid of that. Imminent Rebellion. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, did I forget to move the hero? No, right, okay. Must remember, next turn, first thing I do, move Mr. Longlegs. Now in the lore, there used to be a dwarven carrack up here in the mountains. It would be nice to actually see them added in the map, perhaps of Game 3. Because it would be a nice spot for the White Dwarf to start. So that he can then go and attack the Dark Elves as part of his renewed campaign. Be a nice change. Rebellion, Ash River, Federation. Oh no. So Clan Eshin have been absorbed by Clan Skya, or Clan Skya have been absorbed by Clan Eshin? Which is true? Let's find out. Alright, Clan Eshin absorbed Clan Skya. Clan Skya had more settlements than them. That don't make sense. That means that Clan Eshin now have 29 settlements I've got to hunt down. For frack's sake. I was making progress. I was kicking the crap out of them.
Fine. This way looks better.
It's kicking the crap out of them, getting to the point where I might soon be able to turn my attention to the Dark Elves. And then that happens.
Avenge the ancestors!
Yes, avenge the ancestors. And avenge
Make
that
it
unfortunate
fit for
turn of
the
events.
Dowie.
Okay, let's go for...
Rune Lord of Karakazor.
Let's go for the public order. I want... yes, okay. I want the defenses at Carrick Ungor. I need the defenses at Carrick Ungor. But I might have to also... because we need the public order too. We got a bit of time before any rebellion, so it should be good for a little while at least. If we move it,
For the wisdom
attack.
of Valea.
No. We'll let them come to us. Gudrin is pretty safe at the moment.
I do.
Alright, can you get there? You can. Cool. Take that settlement. Okay, another decisive victory for the Dowie.
Master of runecraft.
That's another Clan Eshin settlement destroyed.
Runelord. What?
That would have put them down to 6 settlements. But no, they had to go and confederate Clan Skyer. Jesus. Much as if I do manage to find those settlements and whittle them down to 5 or 6 again, they'll probably go and confederate with Skrog over in Lustria. Just to piss me off. Speed. Speed for my little dwarven legs. What can we build in Khemri? Oh, we can go for another level of the Pepper Quarter building. Let's do that.
Vengeful Runelord.
Fimber. Yeah, we've already told him what to do. Crag. Yep. Bruni is heading back down this direction. Put him in the fortress of Vorag.
My anger burns bright.
So Throny is going to be defending the Silver Pinnacle soon. Thorek. Oh, we've still got an upgrade for his guys. How about that one? Yeah, let's see what else. Mandri is recruiting. Alright, so he should hopefully be able to recruit before they attack. Do we bring Yadri down? I mean, I don't think we're going to lose Qatar. I think we'll be alright. There don't appear to be any dangers really at the moment in the mountains, which is good. We don't want any dangers in the mountains. We want to continue to be safe. What did I destroy there? Brine. Kind of makes sense to have that. Let's go for that. Alright, so what do we have? Let's pull back a bit, take a bit of an overview. So, possible Clan Eshin here. Okay, possible Clan Eshin here. There's 2 settlements. So we just took that one. So I guess we'll get this army to move back here. Take that. Oh no, Thorek can take that. They can move out westward. Because bet Clan Sky have probably got armies. Probably got these lands here. They don't seem to have the Skaven Blight, which is interesting. That seems to have been taken by the vampire counts. Alright, so this could be Clan Sky here. So it looks like the Empire were forced north. The vampires really have done well. Okay, alright, so we got 2, 3, 4, 5, and then maybe another half a dozen there. Alright. Could do with another army to help mop these up. Oh, where did he come from? I cannot afford to lose that place. I cannot afford to lose Karak-Gudrin. These Skaven armies, there's just so many of the bloody things skittering around the lands. And my allies, Karak, Clan Angrand, just don't seem to be interested in fighting them Imminent rebellion in the province Big Pass. Gonna be mopping up rebellions for a while, I think. Gonna see myself start to lose settlements. Oh, we got another one there. They're gonna take Fort Yakova. Balls. Alright.
Lord of Clan Morgrim.
You need to make a move back up this direction.
Rinricky.
Oh, I forgot to put you in the underway stance. Alright, that's it. You're gonna lose, man.
Always up
Can you
Got.
get close? No, you can't. But who's this? It's Boil Rock. And who's this? Deathmaster Stitch. I cannot get there. I cannot get into the settlement. I think we got a problem. If I move too far south, then they might go for Karak Ungor. And Ungor is not as well defended as Karak Kadrin. So Karak Kadrin does have a decent garrison. Better garrison than what we had last time we fought Stitch. Hey Tiberius. Hello. Yes. Yes, hello. Now let's move Thorek north. If we move him north, yeah, let's go here. So we may not be able to stop them from taking Fort Yakova, but we're very close to stopping them. Hey, no, don't bite wires, Tiberius. You know the rules. Now, let's get some upgrades. Preservation and that. Yes, please. And then we'll get more melee attack. Some physical resistance. Tiberius, don't do that. Tiberius, come on, stop it. And some ammo. Okay, cool. That's going to help in the battles to come. Alright. Yadri. Okay, at this point, do we want to bring Yadri further south? Or do we start moving Yadri north? No, we need to make sure that these settlements are secure. And we can... Hey, stop that, Tiberius.
Setting off.
We need to make sure that these settlements are secure. And we can't do that without having an army there. Alright, imminent rebellion. Okay. Didn't expect to be by there. I'm not going to build anything there. We're going to have to defend that, I think. Tiberius, what are you trying to do? No, you can't sit on top of the microphone, mate. Let's go for that building. Get that upgrading. How many turns until the one at Karak Kadrin? Can I select Karak Kadrin? So that's still not finished upgrading anyway. Alright. So, Stromny's moved. Thorek has moved. At the hero that we have up north. That we're trying to bring back.
What? A wise direction?
Okay. Let's see. If we look at our lords and heroes. Who has movement range left? Got Crag.
Of
He's just sitting there. Throny. Yep, okay. Throny's preparing for the defense of that settlement. Alright. Let's go for more technologies. Yes, Tibbs? Casualty replenishment rate. That would be nice. Let's grab that. Melee defense and attack for Slayers. Weapon strength for Slayers. Recruit rank 1 for all units. Leadership for Hammerers, which we're not using any of. Tiberius, what are you doing? Stop attacking the microphone, Tibbs. Apparently he wants to be heard again. Recruit rank +1 for Thanes. Yeah, that's really, really going to help much. Tiberius, will you stop that? Tiberius. Right, come on, that's enough. Sit. Be a good lad, okay? We'll go for that one first. Hang on, is that the wrong one? Yeah, that one first. Casualty replenishment rate, I think, is going to be crucial. As we are finding more and more bloody Skaven. Now that they confederated with Clan Sky, we're just going to see more armies appearing. We had them on the run, Tiberius. We had them on the run. They were going to fall. But now they're just proving a pain in the ass. Oh, look, another Skaven army showing up. Tibbs, another one. I don't have enough armies up here to deal with them. I can't afford to move my armies from down south up here. Or maybe we can move one. Alright. Close victory. Alright, let's just all resolve that. And get growth. Alright, so we've got a rebellion. The Silver Pinnacle is besieged. Okay, that's not a big concern. I believe we can hold out there. How are we? -1. Okay, that's not bad. Don't need to worry too much. Carrick and Gore. -3 per turn. Carrick Kadrin. Oh, hello.
I have no time for this.
It's a dwarven rebellion. Am I going to be attacked by my own kind?
I'll have the root. I'll get on it.
Alright. Stromney's close by. Maybe this will make Snicketch think twice about attacking.
Unbending.
Now, do we go for Conrich? We haven't met him before. Do we attack him? Do we go north to try and take Kislev and Sevastra? I think I'm going to try and lay a trap. See if we can coax this guy in.
Go!
And ambush him.
Vengeance away.
Alright, assign skill point. Let's go for Purebeard. So they defended that settlement well. Happy with that. Lord not moved. Okay, that's just Yadri doing his rounds. Alright, I'm thinking that we're going to have to deal with the Skaven. Have to actually start attacking the Dark Elves down here and wipe them out. So that then I can just leave one army to deal with everything here. Yeah. Let's do a round. Let's check the public order. Alright, so that's positive here in this province. Positive in the Devil's Backbone. Positive in the Southlands Jungle. We're good there. Northern Darklands -1. That's not too bad. Wolves at the Mountains -3. That's not a problem, really. Got armies close by there. Channel Valley is a +6. We're good. Tiberius, stop that. He has a real thing for tassels on jackets, which is what he's going after at the moment. Blightwater is fine. Southern Oblast, stop. Tiberius, I'm serious. Stop going after. Stop. Being assaulted by my cat. Tiberius. We've got an opportunity to upgrade here. What can we build? City of Bronze. Generates 350 income. Yeah, why not? They don't like me. Why don't they like me? Tiberius, stop eating wires. They don't like my treaties with the Bretonnians. Or with my fellow dwarves. Or Telaqua. So they're fighting the Bretonnians at the moment. So hopefully the Bretonnians wipe them out. And I won't have to worry about them. I don't think they could take Karak Zorn. They might be able to take Karak Sabah. Alright, so that's got a positive thing now as well. Alright. So that's doing the rounds there. We wanted to have a look at our armies up here. Where are they? We got one just outside Karak Kadrin. Okay, they cannot move anymore. Hero not moved. Well, that's right, we're bringing him back to where we want him down here. There we go. And end the turn. So let's have a look. Where are the Skaven armies that we want to keep an eye on? There they are. Hey, Tibber. Hey. Sitting right in the way of the camera you are, yeah. Let's see what we got. One. Hey. He has the most wonderful purr, does Tiberius, don't you, Tiberius? Yeah. Yeah, boy. So Tibbers is getting on in age. 17 years old now. Yeah, but you're pretty good. Your health, not too bad. Hey, for an old chap. Yeah. Yeah, my boy. No, do not eat wires. Plastic is not good for you.
To the halls of my ancestors?
Eating plastic is not going to help your health, alright? Defensive Alliance Tibbs? No, I don't think so either. If they would hurry up and take care of those widows, though, that would be nice. Wrong put right. Raiding. Karakadrin is raiding... Karakadrin is raiding my... Dwarven hold at Karakadrin. Ah, so stick it's buggered off. I'm gonna have to put down these dwarves. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to. Because I can't have them raiding. So we had to kill our fellow Dowie. Alright. So where did he go? Where did Sticks go? Oh, I bet you he ran into the mountains here. That would just be my luck. Alright, can I take Wakendorf? Can I reach that this turn?
On my way.
I can. A valiant defeat if I take it. Alright, that's not what I want. Conrich is in there, okay. And that. We kind of put ourselves in a bad position here. If I break the siege, I'm not going to be able to move very far. What is it they have? Well, they've got some plague deacons. Well, they've leaned heavily into the plague deacons. So, if unfamiliar, plague deacons are a unit I added to my Plagues of the Liber Bubonicus mod. So, they're sort of a improved version of plague monks. Okay. Let's break the siege. I'm gonna have to just stay back here and lay an ambush. Oh, Boylroik. He's out in the open. Maybe we can take him out. Oh, he's probably gonna be able to get away. We're gonna go for it. Oh, he stayed. Good. Wipe him out.
Be tested. Let's see what you're worth.
Okay, so we're now taking attrition. Don't like that.
On our way.
Move back across the river so we don't. and let's go into
Lost
ambush stance
glories
perhaps.
reclaimed.
Hang on, where are they? There's two Skaven armies down there. Can't change stances to get down there any quicker.
Quietly
Alright.
does it.
So we'll have to do that for the moment. I'm afraid that Stromney's army might be in trouble. If they attack us with 2, we're going to struggle. Let's go for Grimnir, I think. Lord not moved. Okay, this is Yadri. So Yadri is continuing his patrol. Mandri's recruiting. Thorek is fine. Stromney is in a bit of trouble. We've got Bronn out there at Khemri. Aha, we've got our hero here.
I'm moving.
Okay, so it looks like that's in the hands of the Norskins. So no Skaven there. Alright, let's see what these 2 Skaven armies do, which could
One more grudge avenged.
possibly wipe out Stromney. Let's hope that if they do attack Stromney, that Stromney can just retreat safely. And if not, then we've got a fight on our hands. Oh, okay. I thought they were going to attack him with both armies, but they didn't even try. I think that's going to be an opportunity for us there. I think Stromney can go after that army that's heading towards Karak Raziak, and then Thorek can go north.
Greetings. What do you require of Karaka?
He's desperate for a military alliance. No. Who are you fighting? Dark elves and things. No. I don't want an alliance with you yet. Does that phone again? Alright. Crag. Where is Crag? Right. Karak Kadrin. It's fine. If Mash One Finger's thinking about attacking there, he's going to be sorely disappointed. I cannot reach.
Aye, I suppose so.
Alright, let's go up there. Let's do that. Who is that? That's Rotich.
If you want something done
do we
right,
bring this army south, or do we go north? Right. How many settlements do they possibly have up there? Alright.
bring the
I think we have to go north. We have to wipe them out from Kislev.
Off we go.
And I think we're actually going to have to bring in another army up here. We're going to need another army. Let's go cleanse corruption. Let's go check this place out. See
Agreed.
who's in
I'll
there.
cast the runes.
Lord not moved. So this is Yadri. So maybe a good move would be take Yadri up north and take
Vengeful rune.
Grugni to the west.
I suppose so.
So let's start moving him.
My anger burns
And then once he's gotten to about here, Yadri can start moving on.
I hope
Maybe Yadri can actually start moving on now.
not.
Because Yadri won't be too far away in case something happens. Yep. So he's good. Alright, let's watch these Skaven again. See what they do. Skaven coming in through the what was the Empire's lands. Proving a big annoyance. Alright, they've laid siege to Karak Kadrin with 2 armies. Alright, that's bad. I can take on 1. Don't know if I can take on 2. Not without having reinforcements there. Alright, so Stromney's going to have to come back. Alright, so using the underway, where can we get to? He can get to here. Oh, you can actually get up to there, but who we got? Ikit Claw and Rotich. So Ikit Claw came out of nowhere there.
I'll get on it.
So what's Ikit Claw got in his army?
Stop now.
Oh, Ikit Claw is the one who's gone heavy on the
No, Gracie.
plague deacons.
Tried
Alright,
and
Thorek.
tested.
I need you to take out this settlement as quickly as you can. And yeah, Skaven once again.
For vengeance.
Took a little bit of damage there.
Caracazol!
You inhabit. Not for long.
So we now have Kislev under our control. It's going to need defenses. What's that? It doesn't really give us much, does it? Furs. We've got... Okay, maximum public order there. May have to go to Saistra before we head back south. Not sure. Alright, Yadri. Where are you, Yadri? Oh, there you are. No, you're a long way south, but I didn't think you were that far south. Okay, so Yadri makes a move, and then we also get
Can I help you?
Grunit to make his move. Karakazul. Okay, so that's a tier 4. Can this be upgraded yet? Nope. And nope. Okay. So he's moved. It's unassigned points. Let's go for Windmaker again. Alright, so they'll be recuperated mostly very soon. So this is the key battleground here at the edge of the Empire. I'm glad that we brought Stromney up to help out Thorek. What do we have here? Oh, here's Stromney. Being attacked by Rotich. Decisive victory. Okay, I think Rotich just made a bit of a mistake there. So that means that Ikit Claw, I think, is still laying siege. Or maybe he scarpered. We'll soon find out. So I'm curious to see who has the Tower of Crack. I'd be surprised if it's uninhabited. I think it's probably going to be Clan Eshin. What was a bone to pick? Income from all buildings plus 10% all regions. That's nice. Alright, let's have a look.
It shall be done.
Yep, Skaven, okay. It was inevitable, I guess, that they would be there. Come on, Kislev, pull your thumb out. You've got 3 settlements right by there. You can take them out.
I'm listening.
Alright, let's go over here, Thorek. To Savastra. Got a bit more movement. Let's go like that.
March.
Put you into an ambush stance.
Vengeance awaits.
And then... Alright, so Ikit Claw decided that attacking wasn't in his best interests. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, we need Thorek coming down here soon. We are being surrounded by rats. Alright. Do we want to attack Ikit Claw, or do we want to just make sure that Karak Kadrin is safe? Alright, they can move north. That's good. It'd be good to have another army up there to help out. And another veteran of the wars, Yadri, who, much like Stromny and Thorek, has fought in many a battle.
I'll get on it.
Alright, so the question here would be,
I refuse.
how well would they fare against Claw's army? He's got a pretty good one. He's got Storm Vermin, he's got the Plague Deacons, who've got a melee attack of 53. Deathglobe Bombardiers, Rattling Guns. What do we
Can I
have?
help you?
We've got a pretty decent army itself, though. We've got Stonemasons up front. You know, melee attack of 63, melee defense of 64. Extremely well armored. I think it would be a close match. It's not. It's simple decision. Melee attack for Slayers. Do we have Slayers in that army? We do. Let's take that. And then the Engineer can have Sapper, which will make him be a little bit quicker.
Vengeful Runelord.
Alright, we can get into Karakadrin, or we can attack. I'm thinking... we attack.
Vengeance.
Oh yeah, he's running for it. Alright, that tells me that we are superior to his force. Oh, okay. We might not be superior to his force. Why did he run then? Was I going to get reinforcements, perhaps? So they actually think that we would lose this to them. What is it? Is it his rattling guns? Alright, if they think we're going to lose it, we're going to retreat. Because he didn't want to fight. Which means he's unlikely to attack me this next turn. Oh. Although he will have reinforcements next turn. So let's get into
Setting off.
the settlement. So yep, so at least we're more well defended. So even if we are ambushed, at least then we'll have the settlement garrison to join us. And Thorek,
Always
next
our
turn
best.
you can make a move. Alright, let's have a look. We've got 3 Skaven armies in the area now. Oh, we lost line of sight over one. We need to get Thorek back down this area just to make sure that Karak Ungor doesn't fall into their hands again. Oh my god, another Skaven army's just appeared. I've got to be surrounded by 4 or 5 armies in a minute. The way this is going. Although, if all of their armies are here, then that does leave an opportunity for Yadri, who's coming up north. Maybe he can start attacking their settlements. Put them on the defensive for a bit. Pyrrhic victory. That's okay. A victory is fine there. The garrison will replenish. So we've dealt with the rebellion out there, which is good. So we could probably... Remachu, we can actually wipe him out.
Yes, Master of Runecraft.
Stromny should be able to do a...
By the ancestor gods.
Okay. maybe we'll just stay in Carrickadrin. 28. We could go for some more upgrades. Runic Gate. Where is our reinforcement army? There he is. There's Yadri.
Lord of Clan
So
Morgan.
he's making slow progress. I need
For the
you
wisdom of Valea.
to start to help me out in this
What
bloody
brings
war
you
against
before
these
the heir of London?
Skaven. So, join the war against Clan Eshin. And I will offer you what? I very much doubt you're going to take a payment, but
Preposterous!
assign skill point. Let's go for Pure Beard. And the engineer gets an upgrade as well. Acquisition. Okay, cool. So the Silver Pinnacle was defended. Excellent. Seepgore is fine. Thorek. We have Thorek on the move at Savastra, so he'll take that this turn.
Seeking.
Yep.
So it's
Decisive victory over the Skaven once more.
Shall I eat consume last leader?
Securing another province for the Dowie. Not that we really want these provinces. I prefer that the Empire actually had charge of them. Let's go for that. Yeah, I prefer the Empire had charge of these places. But the Empire has been beaten back. And if it's up to me to secure these from Skaven, then I guess that's what I have to do. Alright, so they've got a... They have a settlement up there, but I'm not going to move Thorek up there. It's too far away. I need to get him back down here. We need to start dealing with these guys. We need to make sure that Carrick Ungor is safe. So Yadri's on the move. Hang on, we should have... Yep, there we go. Grunny.
Onward.
Alright, so now he's able to take care of these settlements here. Make sure they stay safe. Yeah, we've got a hero not moved. That will be Fimbur.
Moving.
Let's just move him through the Kislevite lands. Having Kislev be a bit more aggressive there would be very beneficial. Alright, let's see, what are they going to do? Are they going to bring up a third army, I wonder? Oh, commandment available. Let's go public order. Southern Oblast, what's that? That's Kislev. We can go for another settlement. Tier on the gates. Yep. Alright. Unsigned skill points. Oh, now who? Okay, so for sitting there doing very little, he's leveling up. Okay, so we'll make it claw attack again. I really need them to stick around that area because I don't have any backup army to defend the eastern region of the mountain chain. Oh, okay. Was that Ikit that just buggered off? Or I think Ikit left, but Throt, the Unclean, has taken over the siege duties. I mean, if they want to play... you know, switch back and forth on the siege, that's fine, because I think it resets every time. And one army is not going to be enough for them to take Carrickadrin. Now that I have an army stationed in there. Recruit rank, no, I don't care about that. Recruitment cost minus 10% for Gyrocopter, Gyrobomber and Thunderbarge. Ammunition, let's take the ammunition one. Alright, Thorek, you need to make a move down now.
Undringot.
Quickly as you can, my friend.
Ironbrow.
That's right, you're an Ironbrow. You need to act like one. Oh, Yadri, where were you? Alright, so Yadri can come through the mountains. Cool. So where are the Skavens? The Skaven undoubtedly on these lands. Oh my god, there's still some orcs alive. Skaven. Yeah, the number of Skaven armies about is just concerning. Alright, so is this is Throt?
No! Doomed!
Oh, he's leaning heavily into the rattling guns, and what is that? Screaming bells. Okay, he likes his screaming bells. It's coming from a mod.
What do you want?
Okay. Pyrrhic victory. If I lightning strike him, same. Because he's going to have reinforcements, and I'm going to have reinforcements. Jeez, I'd lose almost every... Stromley would lose his entire army. And the garrison. We do a lightning strike. Garrison's excluded. We would lose a lot less. We would lose all our stonemasons. We'd wipe out Throt. We'd lose all our stonemasons. Hmm. And if we're controlling, the control large army is going to be the previous. And let's decline the attack. Let's wait for Yadri to come and help lift the siege. Or let's, defeat them in the siege. Lord not moved. Grunny. Grunny is just going to be milling about here for a while. Defending these lands from any Skaven that pop up. And they might be appearing, who knows. They're all over the place for sure.
It's as good as done.
Why is it? I think I've just got him selected. I don't want him.
Casting the runes.
Okay, cool. And unassigned skill point. What do we have? Let's go for another rune of that.
Move.
Well, Norskins take that port. Alright. I wouldn't be surprised if they attack Karakadrin pretty quickly. I am surprised they haven't gone after Karak Raziak again. Oh, they're playing... Now Ikiclaw's come up, and Rothide has left. They can't make up their minds. Is he within reinforcement range? I wonder, he might be out. Thorek is about 2 to 3 turns away.
I've got work to do.
And we need him back in that area. Boy, do we need Thorek.
Let's get to chopping.
Refuse the creature.
Rune Lord.
Alright, Thorek, where can you get to? You get to here, okay. That'll do.
Wretched
Getting closer.
fruity.
1, 2, 3 Skaven armies there.
Master of runecraft.
Excellent. We've got another army closing in.
I'm off.
So Yadri's coming to the rescue. Who's closer, Yadri or Thorek? Don't know. There's Mash one finger, just being annoying. How long do we have left on our runes? 7 turns. Alright. Where's that hero? There he is.
The runes are ready.
Let's get him to travel down here.
Of swift stride.
Okay, Clan Eshin, what you gonna do? They're attacking with 3 armies, you're kidding me. Okay. Close defeat with 3 armies. So, I think I'm going to be better off not controlling a large army. So they're going to have to be... So they'll have to come in one at a time. But that is a battle for the next episode. So, we'll save it off here. So thank you for joining me in episode 23. I know there weren't many battles in this one. But you know, at least in episode 24 we'll get to start with a very crucial battle. But thanks anyway for joining. And hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. I'd just like to give a quick shout out, of course, to my patrons. So thank you to Hot Apple Pie, Alexander, and Solarith Magnetar. I'm Gretaga, and I'll see you next time.